Have you ever looked at the chords for a song and thought to yourself, I think I know what key this is in. I think this is in a certain key. And you feel really good about yourself for a few seconds. And then you look further down the chord sheet and you think, well, I have no idea what's happening there. Why has everything totally changed? One reason for this can be that the song has changed key, and knowing about musical keys is one of the best skills to move your playing forward no matter what level your playing is at. The most common key change always occurs in the final chorus, where all the notes and chords in that chorus are raised by a semitone. If you're in a boy band, this is when you would stand up off your chair, further indicating that raise of the song and giving the end of the song a perceived lift. Now, it's really rare that a song would change key more than once in a song, and when that happens, it's even rarer that those chords will still be fairly easy. The song that we're looking at in this video today is called I Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. This song changes key to 3 different keys and back again, so it essentially changes key 5 times. And learning a song such as this is one of the best ways to learn about musical keys because we have the exact same melody over different chords. And if you understand how that works, you're way ahead in your music theory knowledge, because everything we learn in music theory is always proportionate to what we call the one chord, so that is the key of the song. So allow me now to just demo the first section of this song so we can get familiar with what it sounds like. We will learn this song and then see what we can take from this going forward.
Keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. So the chords that we have, just to get the beginner stuff out of the way, include the E major, A major, which we can play a number of ways. Those are 3 examples of how we can fret the A major. A B7, which can give some people problems, but that's the chord. And a D major. 4 chords throughout the whole song, but it's a long sequence and it's at a breakneck pace. And as I say, we change key 3 times. So what do I mean? If we take the first verse as an example, I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. B7, back to an E. An A chord, back to an E. Because B7. What key are we in? We're in the key of E.
To explain what the 1, 4 and 5 or the I, V, V mean that have been on the screen so far, these Roman numerals suggest the diatonic chords that are being used in that key. For example, E is 1, A is 4, and B7 is the 5 chord, but sticking true to the theory, it would just be a B major chord, however you wish to play it. We're using a B7 here just to keep this lesson more accessible because more people can play this B7 chord. Memorizing the 1 chord, the 4 chord and the 5 chord in common guitar keys is the most essential piece of music theory you need to know. If you need more help with this as a concept, there's some helpful links in the description below. Let's get on to the change of key now, because this song then changes to A, and it does that via this little lick.
Open, 2, 4. And then we have the following chords. We have the E or an E7, either's totally fine. I find it very, very easy to be true. Or if I'm Johnny Cash, I find myself alone when each day is through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Here we go. Because you're mine. I just about got that. I walk the line. So we have E resolving to the A, D major resolving to the A. But it's the same melody, but we had to adjust where my voice was. It either went very low or very high. So E, A, and D in this specific circumstance, because this can change a little bit sometimes. The key here is A. And we always know when he's changed key and what key he's in, because it's the point where he stays on a chord and goes. Okay? So if you just want to learn how to change between these chords and practice that, I'll link to a chord sheet below. But let me just give you one final example, because it's the final key that we have. After this, he just goes back through each one, literally in turn. It's a really fabulous one to learn for musical keys. We then change to, again, it's the same way to get between each chord. Open, 2, 4, and then we're on the D. As sure as night is dark and night is day. What? As sure as night is dark and day is light. That's the lyric, ladies and gentlemen. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I have no proof that it's right, because you're mine, I walk the line. Okay? What's the key? The key is D, because D, A, and G are all in the key of D. And if you want to know what I'm talking about the 5 chord, the 1, 4, and 5 in a certain key, check out this video which explains that in the key of C, which is where it should be learned. We should cover this stuff in the key of C first. As I say, there'll be more helpful links about all of that in the description below. What we're going to do first is look through the strumming. How can we do this Johnny Cash style strumming? And I literally call it Johnny Cash strumming in my strumming course and in my beginner's course and stuff. It's essentially a repetition of down, down, up. That down, down, up takes up 2 beats. So for a whole bar, 4 beats, it will be down, down, up, down, down, up. And with a chord, that's the kind of beginner level one, down, down, up, down, down, up. Late beginner, being able to do it at a faster pace without losing your rhythm and timing, and hopefully being able to do the first verse. Even at that stage, at that late beginner, early intermediate, we want that slight boom chicka sound by hitting the thicker strings on the first down strum of the down, down, up, down. So thicker strings, down, up. And we also just hit the thinner strings on the up. Down, down, up. Thicker strings, all 6 strings, thinner strings. Of course that changes. Sometimes we're not hitting that thicker one or not hitting it as hard. But again, this is a consolidation of beginner stuff, not a beginner lesson really. So that we can get on to that kind of thing, which is absolutely country in a nutshell. And what we would want to do there is a hybrid between this lead line that we're going to look through now, and then you could even do all of that with strumming. A fantastic video that was released recently by Mary Spender. It might have been a couple of months ago, actually. She did a whole video on learning this song and what she learned from it. And that was somewhat the inspiration for this video. You should definitely check out her video just to get that other perspective of someone that's such a fabulous guitarist as well. Again, confirming there's a lot more to this than just a 4-chord beginner song. So here's that intro, and that link to the tab is in the description below. have that walking bass line idea. We can't let me do this really slowly just to show you where this goes if you persevere with this. Okay, all I'm doing there is playing the lead line, which is tabbed, but then also anytime I can, filling in with that strumming, but still keeping this idea going, okay? Let me know your questions in the comments below. You can check out more helpful videos that are on the screen now and also in the link in the description. And I hope to see you again in more of my Andy Guitar videos.